Hi guys, my name is Christine and I will be with you for today's session. I'm live from Gloucester in England and we've got quite a weekend ahead of us. It's been, as you probably all have heard, our queen has unfortunately passed away, so it's been quite an end to this week. It's been quite a sad end to this week. So we will have today's lesson, which is about taking decisions. And the question for today is, how do you take decisions? So we will have a look at your introduction, then tell us a bit about your day, and then how do you take decisions? What is the process that you go through there? So let's start off with Arush. Arush, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day? Arush? Arush?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 5F. My school name is LWT School, University, Kolkata. And my favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Arush, can you tell me what have you done today?
Today, first I woke up in the morning. After that, I went to school. Then I came back.
Mm-hmm.
And I joined 6:30 to 7:30 online classes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm joining your class now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, and can you tell me, how do you take decisions? What do you do?
Yes, ma'am. I use 12 tips for my better decisions. First decision, I do not try to overthink. Second decision, take care of myself. Third decision, remove myself from the situation. Fourth decision.
Not decision, fourth step. So this is the
Step.
steps you
Don't
take.
shy away from your mistakes.
So,
Examine the opposite of your decision. 6. Ask for your feedback. 7. Give yourself advice. 8. Manage your emotions.
Okay, so can you explain to me a situation in your life where you had to take a decision and how you took it and what you did?
Yes, now I want to go in the college when I will be a teenager. No, after completing my school.
And how are you going to take that decision? How are you going to take the decision of which college to choose?
And then my parents is going to take decision that which subject I'm going to take.
Okay, you are going to leave it up to your parents?
Yes, ma'am.
Even though you're going to be...
They will only decide, right? I can't decide by myself.
Okay. But what will you do? Will you just leave it up to your parents, or will you discuss your wishes?
I will discuss my wishes with the parents.
Okay, and what will you look at? What are some things that you are going to look at? How do you think you are both coming to a decision together? What are you going to look at? What are the things that you're going to do?
I want to take advice from and I will not try to overthink that much.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you need to tell me a bit more, okay? You just told me two things there. So you're going to try and take advice and not overthink. Good, but what else? What else are you going to do? To take a decision with your parents.
Only. And if I want to make my decision by my own, so I will take permission first from my parents. After that,
sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Yes, ma'am. So if I want to make this decision by myself, so first I will take the permission of my parents.
Okay, and then how are you? Okay, so let's say your parents have given you their, their blessing to make this decision, to take the decisions on your own and make these decisions by yourself. Let's say your parents have told you, okay, you make the decisions. How will you make the decisions? What are you going to do?
So I will make a note and I will take advice from my parents
Mm-hmm.
and friends also,
Mm-hmm.
and my decisions also,
Mm-hmm.
and I will try to do my best.
Okay. Okay. And anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Will you look at any? I don't know. Will you look at anything like I don't know, pros and cons of which subject to take, or maybe your interests?
What, ma'am? Can you repeat the question?
Will you look at, for example, the advantages and disadvantages?
Yes,
And
first I will see that what are the disadvantages to take the decision by my own, and what are the advantages to take my decision by my own.
Okay.
So I will see those first. If I see lots of disadvantages, so I will not do by myself. I will do with my parents only. I will discuss with them.
Okay. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, next we'll move on to Atif. Hi, Atif. Hello, Atif. Hello, Atif.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Christine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, Atif, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day first?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Atifur Rahman. I'm from Bidar, Karnataka. Today, I woke up at 7:30. After that, I went for a regular jog at my area's park. Then I came back from. Uh, then I went for a bath and I took a bath. After that, I went to my office. Just came back from my office and I joined this class.
Excellent, very good. And Atif, can you tell us, how do you take decisions?
Like decision in the sense, are we talking about the like I prefer to take decisions only when I'm not feeling stressful,
Mm-hmm.
or like if I'm like I consider that as like I think in the terms of cons and consequences. What are the consequences of that? And that decision is uh, I'm taking that. I don't want to take that decision in impulse way.
Okay, and let's say, can you give us an example of a decision that you have had to you've had to take?
Like after my plus two, like I'm like after my 12th high schooling, I want to go for paramedical studies.
Mhm.
But because of some reasons, I was not able to make that decision correct. I went for a engineering career. I got a government seat in engineering college. So I went there, but that was the worst decision of mine because I was not interested in that. So like after 1 year, I leave that. So that is the worst decision of mine.
Okay, and can you tell me, how did you go about making that decision, even though it wasn't your best decision? How did you go about it? And what do you think went wrong?
Like first of all, the thing is at that time we don't have that much time to take admissions in any graduation school.
Mm-hmm.
We are just having 4 days of time.
I see.
So we went through the paramedical schools, and they are like, you need to pay this much amount, and that too we got ready, but because they want a hefty amount in building fund, on the name of building fund. So like I don't want to bother that much to my father. Because of that, I forgot about that. Then I was trying to like I'm planning to do another year. So I was planning to do another wait for another year, and I want to give that entrance exam again, because this year I left that exam because of some health issues. So I was planning to do that, but just because of my uncle's pressure, I went through that. I took that decision.
Okay.
And I think because I got impulsed, and I was very afraid at that time to take decision for myself. Because of that, it went wrong.
Okay. Very good. Okay. And nowadays, how do you make decisions nowadays?
Like first of all, I'll take time for to before making any decision. If I am angry, then I will not allow myself to take any decision. If I'm in any situation that I need to take decision on the spot, then also I'll take a sip of water. I'll think about it. I'll think about what are the consequences of that, and if it went wrong, then what should I do? These
Okay.
kind of things, I will be with. And after that, like, if I'll be sure that I can do it, then definitely I'll do it.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Okay. So, what do you have any big decisions coming up?
Yeah, I am planning to left my job after 3 years. I'm going to like, I'm having a very it's going very good in my like, I have done marketing, I have done promotional jobs. I went through like delivery manager. I have performed that as well. Right now I'm performing as a IT support engineer, but I'm just doing this job to get knowledge of the market, to know people, to know different kind of behavior of different people. So after that, I'm going to, like as I said yesterday, uh, that I am going to start a school for poor. That is my dream.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you, Atif. Okay, next we have Samikya. Hi, Samikya.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Samikya. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samiksha Sambardhana. I'm studying in class 8 in St. Vincent Convent School. I'm living in India at Odisha, Pernambuco. And my hobbies are teaching paintings and drawings. Thank you for about the tasty. Today, I woke up at 4 o'clock. Then I completed my studies. Then I had, then I went to school. After I come back, I just completed my studies. Then I at my tuition. After my tuition, I just slept for a while. Then after waking up, I joined your class.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so Samikya, what do you think about making a decision? How do you take a decision?
The very first thing I do is I just ask my parents about that. What should they prefer for me to take any decision? First, I will tell my parents only. Um, anything, for anything, if I'm choosing or if I'm accepting anything, but the parents should they should know about that, and I'm asking them. Then if I'm not asking them, then but that first I'm sitting it silently and thinking of that both things I'm thinking. And like if there is anything to choose also, I'm thinking which I am good at it, so I will choose for that. Like this, I'm doing like this only. I am choosing or taking a decision.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, and can you give us an example of a decision that you had to take and how you went about it?
Um, I'm not remembering anything.
Okay, do you have a decision that's coming up?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what decision is this?
Study or sleep.
Study or sleep. Okay, so explain to us how you are going to make the decision between studying or sleeping.
Okay, because as our exam is coming near, because on 17 the exam will be starting and now it's already 9. So, but we have to complete the course. We have not completed yet. So at now the situation will be like how the time number of times we will study, that much time we will also getting to like feeling more lazy, and like we need that much also sleep. So at that time we will be means I will be most probably I will be like question will be arrive like study or sleep. At the night I will study or sleep. So for that I will have to take the right decision that at that time will study or sleep. So for that I have to first see that if I could complete the studies tomorrow, then it's okay that I can sleep. But if not, then no need to sleep. We have to first study.
Okay, very good. So you are looking at all the different possibilities and what the outcomes of each will be, and then you weigh up your decisions.
Yes.
Yes, you weigh up your choices. Excellent. Very good, very good. Okay, next we have Vijay Kumar. Hi, Vijay Kumar. Oh, he's left. Unfortunately, he's disconnected. Okay, so until he connects again, so let's move on to the next part of the question. So I would like you to imagine that you are giving advice to a friend and they are going through a troubling time and they don't know how to make a difficult decision. What advice would you give them on how to come to a decision? Okay, so Atif, I'll start from you. What advice would you give your friend?
Like first of all, I'll confirm that situation. I'll try to know that situation through which she is going, and after that, analyzing the situation, if I can give him any correct advice, then I will give, or else I will ask him to talk to someone who is more helpful for him to give proper advice in that situation.
Okay, very good. And what would you have another piece of advice as well?
Like first of all, I'll ask him to self-analyze the
Mhm.
situation. If he can by himself can resolve that issue or situation, then I'll ask him to do that. I'll offer him a glass of water. Then I'll ask him to sit aside in alone, and I'll ask him to think by himself what he did wrong in that situation and how he can resolve that issue.
Excellent, excellent, very good. Okay, next, what about you, Samikia? Imagine your friend is having a really tough time trying to make a decision. What advice would you give her or him? Samikia?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what advice would you give your friend?
Ma'am, can you repeat the whole
Yes,
question? That was not my
that's
question.
okay, no worries. So your friend is having to make this really hard decision, and she okay, is having a lot of trouble because she doesn't know how she's going to make this decision. Okay, she doesn't know how to make decisions. What advice would you give her to help her to come to a decision? How are you going to, what advice will you give her so that she can make a good decision?
Okay, ma'am. Advice are like to first know both the sides advantages. What are the advantages of the things in which she is taking the decision? First, she needs to know the advantages of both of these things and also the disadvantages. Then, after that, knowing all those things, she will be able to classify. She will be able to classify the what which is good and which is not good. So in that she can also able to take a decision.
Excellent, very good. Thank you very much, Samikya. Okay, and next we have Arush. Hi, Arush. Hello, Arush. Okay, so Arush, can you please tell me how would you help your friend? So if your friend is having trouble making a decision, how would you help them? What advice would you give them on how to take a decision? Arush?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Just a minute. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. So I will say them do not try
I
to
will
overthink.
tell them.
I will tell
I
them
will
that
tell them.
don't try to overthink, because if you overthink, so your mind will be disturbed.
Okay, rather than disturbed, use the word cluttered. Okay, your mind will be cluttered or you will get confused.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, or overwhelmed. Use the word
Hello, ma'am.
overwhelmed. Yes, Vijay, I will be with you soon. Okay, Arush,
Hello,
anything
ma'am.
else?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So, hi, Vijay.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Good. Hello, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. How are you,
Good
ma'am?
morning. I'm good,
Sorry.
thank you. That's okay. That's okay. So, Vijay, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Hello, ma'am. My name is Vijay Kumar Hiremat. I am from Karnataka, India,
Good.
and I am did my 10th in Karnataka only, and I did my engineering in Gadag, Karnataka, and I now doing Java course, ma'am, in JSPIDR.
So,
My
yes,
day was good, ma'am.
very good. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And can you tell me, Vijay,
Ma'am.
how do you take a decision? What do you do when you come to take a decision?
Ma'am, first I will asking some people's, ma'am.
Some
Means
I will
asking
ask. I will
10
ask
people's,
people.
10 people's,
Not
10, 20 people's,
peoples.
ma'am.
Okay, I will ask people
Yes.
for advice.
Okay. Ma'am, asking for advice, ma'am. Wait, ma'am. I'm asking for people's for
I ask
advice.
people for
They were
advice.
if they was telling it was good or it was bad, then I'm decide myself. And if is they was good, and I'm taking next decision, ma'am. It was right or wrong, I don't know, but I'm taking that
Okay.
decision, ma'am.
And can you tell
Ma'am.
me, do you think uh, what decision have you had to take before? Can you give me an example of an experience of when you had?
Means, ma'am, I'm in education, ma'am. Our parents was taking some decision, ma'am. I'm telling this will be good for me, and that will be help for my life and my future. That will be, I'm telling that that type of decision, ma'am. Is correct, ma'am?
Okay, so before your parents have always taken the decisions for
First,
you.
yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And what about
They
now?
was they was now not, ma'am, but before our education, ma'am, that time they was taking
they was taking the decisions,
They
ma'am.
were
For
the
uh,
ones taking the decision. They
uh,
were.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
They were that time, ma'am. Then I'm now, ma'am, engineering. Then I'm coming in engineering. I'm taking this course for helping me
Yes.
for next future.
Exactly.
Uh,
So
that's that's will be I'm taking the decision,
yes.
ma'am. That type of that is a decision, ma'am, I'm taking for engineering. Now I'm doing Java, ma'am. That is
Okay.
my future will be decided,
Okay.
ma'am. Ma'am.
Okay.
That
And
type,
how?
ma'am. Like some days ago, I'm working in a company, ma'am.
Mhm.
I'm taking the decision. That was helping me good, ma'am. But it was also having some default, ma'am. Means
Okay.
problems, ma'am. That was I'm resigning that side, ma'am.
Okay. And
Okay.
how did you decide to come to that decision? How did you come to?
Because of so many pressures, ma'am. That side, that's why I'm leaving that. I want to leaving that company to decide, ma'am.
Okay. So you looked at the pros and the cons.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Ade, ma'am. That was, ma'am. Advantage, disadvantage.
So how did you come to the decision, VJ? How did you decide? How did you decide what to do?
Means, ma'am, because of that company, no growth, ma'am. That's why that
Okay.
was a pros. Sorry, in ma'am, disadvantage, ma'am.
Okay. So because there was
They
no growth, so that
no
was a
growth, ma'am, and
disadvantage.
yes, ma'am. They and also there was no
Mhm.
hike, ma'am. That company is still same. If I'm working 1 hour, 1 year or 2 year, that much only price. Means what? Mm, money, ma'am. That was
There was not
sorry.
enough money being
Uh,
made.
ma'am. There was not a hiking, ma'am.
Okay.
Uh, um,
Okay.
means what is
Thank
price or
you.
not, ma'am?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Okay.
That's, ma'am.
So next we have Riaz. Hi, Riaz. Riaz Ahmad. Hi, Riaz. Riaz, are you there? Riaz? Riaz, I think Riaz might be having some connection
Hello,
issues.
ma'am. Can I ask one question, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, how to improve some English, ma'am? Sorry, English, ma'am.
So I correct you as much as I can during this class
Yes, ma'am.
without trying to be in the way. So I try and
Yes,
correct
ma'am.
you. But the only way to improve your English is to keep practicing.
Okay, ma'am.
And especially classes where you're sharing your opinions like this are really good because you're getting to listen to everyone else and
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
getting to speak a lot. So
Yes, ma'am.
improving in this class as well. I will try and
Yes, ma'am.
correct you as much
Uh,
as I can
yes,
without
ma'am.
trying to be
Okay, ma'am.
annoying.
Okay, okay,
But
ma'am.
also,
Please, please, ma'am. If I'm wrong, please correct
yes,
me
I will. So
that sentence, ma'am,
if you
and
say
tell me.
any incorrect
Uh,
things, I will correct you.
incorrect things, ma'am. You tell me this is wrong. Then
I
that is,
will
ma'am.
definitely.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're
That
welcome.
I'm
You're very welcome.
okay, ma'am.
So, so guys, today we have discussed how to take a decision. Arish mentioned a very good list to begin with, but then we had Atif, Samikya, and Vijay Kumar mention some great things too. I asked you for some personal experiences if you've taken any tough decisions or if you have any decisions to make. So just a few things that Arush as well mentioned here, just to recap. So taking a decision, don't let any external stress get the better of you, because like we said, Arush, you become overwhelmed if you overthink. Give yourself time if that's possible, and that was the problem with Atif. In his situation, he did not have enough time. Weigh out the pros and the cons, like we discussed with Samikya, and think about the goals and the values that you want to achieve, considering all the possibilities. Talk it out as well. we all mentioned this, talking it out with friends and family. There's also keeping a diary and plan how you're going to tell others as well, so that when you're talking about it, it's not hard at all. So, guys, I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I hope it's been fruitful for you. And I hope you have a lovely evening, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you guys for
Thank you.
joining,
Ma'am.
and
Thank you,
I will
Christine.
see you.
Have a good evening.
Have a good evening. Bye,
Have a
guys.
good evening, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.